Here's some early damage. Tops of some fir trees got knocked off. I believe from that fir tree up there. But if you take a look, you can see that, as is typical with fir trees in Maine, the inside of the trunk was diseased, and so it was just a matter of time till they came down. What's interesting is, this is exactly where I usually park the boat, but I decided that I would park the boat away from this area because facing that way and coming from that corridor is where the wind was forecast, coming from the southeast, and that's going to be the strongest wind probably tonight. And over here, deep buried behind there, another fir tree snapped off. But that's good. They'll all be easily sawed up and maybe even dry enough for use this winter for firewood to help heat the house. So this is what it's like. The wind is definitely picked up from 2 o'clock when we took those shots. We're getting some really, really powerful gusts. And the trees are really going around, and I would be surprised if we don't lose at least a couple more trees. Just fortunately, they have plenty of room to fall before hitting anything valuable. I hope, anyway. There's a big gust. Listen to that. Look at those trees go. Woo! What's so odd is for the wind to be so strong and no rain. Maybe a drop here and there, but just no rain at all. Ah, a blue hole. I wonder if we're anywhere near the eye. Oh my God. Wow. And here I am waiting to get hit by a tree. Woo. Man, that's wild stuff. I bet the harbor looks different now. Well, I believe those were 50 to 60 mile an hour gusts as forecast. Ah, some sun. It must be the eye. Electricity went out somewhere around 4:30. I was upstairs doing a YouTube upload and just got it done when it failed. So I came down and turned the scanner on, and there sounds like there's several sets of wires down all over the place, pretty close to here. So that probably explains why the electric's out, and probably won't be on until sometime tomorrow. Meantime, we're going by oil lamp. That's what we'll need to do tonight.
Go ahead. Yes, would you please show engine 1 en route with 2 on board to Bowden Point Road? We have a report of a tree down completely blocking the road with the wires down. I'll get back to you when we get on scene with a pole number 10-4. I actually have that call. It's pole number 22, 10-3. Okay, well, we'll get down and do traffic control until CMP advises us on an ETA. 1741.
It's Monday morning, August 29th, day after the storm. We've got some brisk winds from the northwest on the tail end of the storm, but other than that, things are back to normal. Hard to believe it's the same place. And the boys are getting ready to put the Martha Joan back. She's got to go fishing. They got traps out there and a business to support, so they'll be putting her back in just about an hour or so at high tide. That boat on the far shore, washed up on the rocks, is the only casualty I've heard of so far. This is Belfast Harbor. The story I heard, third or fourth hand, was that the boat was dragging at its mooring, and an attempt was made to try and stop that by some boys in a powerboat, and that didn't go so well, and the boat was lost. It broke adrift and then washed up on the shore there. Well, it doesn't look to be in too terrible shape, certainly salvageable. And the rest of the harbor is getting back into business. Boats are going to be relaunched. As you can see, several are up on the hard for shelter, but they will no doubt be back in the water and fishing by tomorrow at the very latest. Now this scene is noteworthy. We see a tanker has come over to shelter in the lee of that headland, shielded from the mostly southerly winds that were in the dangerous quadrant of the storm, and a really colossal yacht. Good seamanship.